Hello guys, today I'm gonna tell you the story of Minecraft, the ancient truth of what Minecraft had been before the players showed up. So first, there were ancient people. Okay, so we have like first of wildlife. Okay, so and then these players were building whatever they saw. Whatever item they saw, they built statues and stuff. And these statues, these statues were like ghasts and like a llama, llama and like turtles and all that stuff. And they went to the mesa, and all the crew found a mesa biome. And one of the crew members found gold. So they were looking at it, and then they were like, "Okay, let's go mine. Okay, that's where gold is." So they went over there, and they made huge mine shafts underground. That way they would find gold. So they got all their supplies before they made mine shafts. So they were making mine shafts. And they were huge. And the ancient people were working on it, but they had a problem. They were getting bored of all this junk that they had, and they threw it out. No, they didn't want to discover that. They were running out of satisfaction. But the ancient players had something new to discover. And that is, well, to explore the overworld. And once they saw a giant white cube, a giant squid attack one of their friend members, they built giant strongholds underground. And one of their crewmates, they went up to the surface, and then they found Wither. He was running away, but then he died because he was not running fast enough. And they went through the portal because they wanted to be safe and not get attacked by the Wither. But most players did not want to go in it because they thought it was not safe at all. So they went to the Nether. And all the people that were gonna go to the end, they went to the Nether first and saw it. After seeing like 100 ghasts come out of the portal and kill one of the friend members, they built giant fortresses and giant bastions for pigs. And those fortresses, they protect themselves from like potential predators like ghasts and withers. But most players were turning into wither skeletons, and endermen. But a few crew members came to the overworld, about like 20 crew members, and 15 crew members were in the Nether, and they were trapped because the ghasts were going in too fast and too big that they broke the portal, and that was turning it into a ruined portal. They tried to build it again, but they just kept running away because it was turning into a ruined portal. And the bastions, a few crew members came to the bastions to get food from the pig farms, but something was awfully strange about the pigs. Some were piglins, a few were like piglins, and a few were hoglins, and a few were piglin brutes, and a few were zombified piglin, and some were a lot actually were hoglins. And then the zombified piglin looked dead, but they were well alive. So the crew members killed the zombified piglin because it looked more pink and more like an actual pig. So he killed it, and all the pig members were going chasing after him, and immediately died. So the other crew member got to the skull, and it turned into soul sand and a skull. And the skull was turning into a dark skull, and they were in trouble. But the ancient people that were in the overworld, yeah, the wither was close to them, so they went to the end, and the wither did not hear them, and he left into the nether dimension and basically killed all the friend members, but a few survived and turned into Endermen. And having its giant fossil to compose in the ground and make even more soul sand in the nether, and the skeletons in the soul sand valleys were wither skeletons that were minions for the wither. But the ancient people in the end, they were in trouble too, because there was a giant dragon waiting for them, literally in front of them. And
sorry guys, the PS3 cut out for some reason. Here we go.
Anyway, sorry about that. So the ancient people that were in the nether, in the end, they were in trouble too, because a dragon was guarding them. And once they saw one of the crew members get pushed off into the void by the dragon, a lot of the crew members bridged and into the next island, and they actually managed to go to a new island because they landed on a new one. And it was awfully strange about the other one, because this one didn't have obsidian pillars, no dragon, just nothing, just coarse fruits, just coarse fruit trees. And they had to eat those because that was the only food in the end, and they had no food with them. They forgot to bring food. And so they ate it. They actually made end. What is it called? End city. They made huge end cities to protect themselves, and they made giant ships. And that was showing us that they weren't goofing around. They were gonna fly these things and slay the dragon. But, however, they were eating the coarse fruits too much, and their skin was turning black, and they were freaking out, and then they turned into Endermen. Because since for eating it too long, the coarse fruits was taking over their controlling over their body and turning them into aggressive Endermen. And they forgot everything what they did in the past. They mined, but they forgot about that. They are trapped, but you can do the only way that the dragon is slain and the Endermen are free is by you killing the Ender Dragon. And this is going to be the end of today's Minecraft story history. Like and subscribe and hit the bell button. And toodaloo! Bye!